Hey folks, it's HEROSTARJAMES. It is now 10:42. This is to all the new age. Now I won't recommend this homework for the kids, but if you're, I guess, 17 and over, here's your homework for you. Okay. Porky's. It's a movie called Porky's. Now, I want you to watch Porky's #1, and then there's Porky's #2 called Porky's Revenge. Rich or poor, you get taken down when teams that have no money get even with those that do. So, that's your homework. New age. Like I say, I don't recommend this homework for kids. So, sorry kids, when you're older, you can look at the homework when you're older. Because there's some parts you shouldn't see. But if you're 17 and over, well, you get the drift. And those that out and about during Pride, I don't mind if you get a photograph and all that, but I like my women 25 and over. Yeah, if you're old enough to give consent, well, that's all up to you. Not that I'm looking, but if you're going to cop a feel, at least make sure you're 25 and over 20. Not that I'm looking, but if you're interested in me, that's your call. Not that I'm looking, but I'm just saying. So just in case anyone cops a feel, just make sure you're over 20. But if you want regular photos and all that, that's cool and dandy. And I've never been disrespectful throughout all the prides I've ever been to. All before the fire and after the fire, 3 parties and all the stuff in between. Ain't my doing. Me, I was just trying to be me, but being victimized and abused. And yep, I guess the guys of law know who the real criminal is, and they too got victimized and abused, and probably, well, I don't want to make them look bad, but they know what I'm saying. A con artist, all I can say. That's what Tom Scholes is. Yep. If he's not in jail, if he's not on the news very soon, I say Monday. Oh, I want to see it on news, and I also want to see it in the papers. Because that's the right thing to do. By eking that slime ball out the streets, you're doing all the teens and children, and the rest of the world, a favor. Yep. Let him rot where he should be. I say death is way too easy. And yep, when you put him away, make sure he does 30 days in the hole, so he can think about his actions. 30 days in the hole would look good on him. And when they put him in the hole, make sure they take out the light bulb too, eh? That's the way I've been. 35 years, 9-year-old kid in the dark. Well, fair is fair. Hey Tom, you don't own me. You got nada on me. You don't own me. Like I say, Tom Scholes, if you want a pig, if you want a slime ball, And if I didn't know that you lived across the street from me 35 years ago, up till now, if I was Gay Tom Scholes, and I'll say it again, perhaps you might have had a chance. And a guy like me, if I was interested in men. But like I say, if I was, and you wasn't a slime ball, a pig, no offense to the cops, because I'm sure they get that term, but I don't mean it that way, if you know what I mean. But, yep. See, Tom Scholes, if you weren't such a slime ball, you might have stood a chance if I was into men. But since you're the slime and all that under the rock, you wouldn't have stood a chance. And those that might be interested in me, I don't judge, but as long as you take a shower and keep yourself clean, that's always the best selling part. And what's more even beautiful, you being you, kind, generous, and warm-hearted. If you're cold, dark, and bitter, you ain't getting none of this. You ain't getting close. If you look like you're off your rocker or whatever, I ain't letting you near me. And yep, if there's the young ones, I'm definitely keeping my eyes out for their well-being. Now, I know I'm not a cop or anything, but throughout the courses of youth and prime and all that, I'm sure most cops, if they see some youth that look a little suspicious, or if they recognize a few drunks that look a little suspicious and might be dangerous to young ones or public well-being, well, you're definitely going to try and keep a close eye on certain individuals. And, well, if you own a variety store and a couple youngsters or whatnot, you know just as well as me, some of them tend to steal, some of them distract you, and some of them load up their backpacks, if you know what I mean. I'm not saying all do, but it used to be the way things work in grocery stores and stuff. If you know what you're looking out for, if you're able to spot it, if you go to law school, you should be able to spot it a lot better than I am, and it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out if someone has their backpack open or their purse open and there's a wallet out in the open, so to speak, and you see a couple thugs or whatever's up to no good eyeing the wallet, not the bag, but the wallet, well, you're gonna definitely keep an eye on it. True? False? If you know what you're looking out for, if you can spot it right away, well, if you're good-hearted, you're gonna see where things go in a camouflage way, if you know what I'm saying. What I used to always do. And with my psychic gifts, it didn't matter what part of the beach I was. If I sensed it before it happened, I could sense cold energy, negative thoughts or whatnot, but a lot of times I went towards that general area for reasons being. And yep, sometimes when I was right about my hunch and my pickups, I lifted my bells up so those didn't hear me coming. And yep, sometimes I'd do the bad habit, scope things out, and keep an eye on the perp trying to, well, do whatever he's up to after he's had a few, if you know what I mean, as a law. And then when he's trying to reach for the girl's bikini strap or any of that jazz, lo and behold, my bells went down, so everybody hears the ice cream bike, and everybody is not only eyeing me, but the old man that's going after the young lady or young male. Not that I've ever had any things with the young males, but females, I've always looked out for the well-being, and I would look out for young males as well. So, it pays when you do your homework. And those that are watching this understand what I'm saying. What I always did, and I would have thought others would do the same for me. Sure, I make tips now and then, and sure, when I did my litter thingy, even though I didn't ask, I got tips and they got changed back after the litter was gone. Change for change. Change for change started when I was 8 years old. Maybe even before then. Yeah, actually, before then. Because I remember my older brother, my older sister, they had a house party once. I might have been 3, 4, maybe 5, give or take. But anyways, I had some candy, and I remember everybody got pissed drunk. And when they got the munchies, because they were not just drinking, when they got the munchies, they knew I had candies. And a lot of people were giving me change for the candies that they were eating. And I would go to the store and buy the 1-cent candies, 2-cent candies, and 5 cents. Back then, for $2, I remember you could have one of those little brown paper bags. You could have them full of candies, all for like $1 or $2. Those was the good old days. And I don't know if they still do it nowadays or sell it nowadays, but they used to have wax paper that you can eat and all that sort of stuff. And there used to be a pastry, like a donut, that I don't know if they sell it now, but it's sort of like a beehive with a chocolate coating, and it had all the whipped cream right in the center. That used to be good. And what I do remember too, when you used to buy your bags of chips, they used to come in 3 separate white bags. So if you bought a big bag of chips, you had 3 separate bags of chips all in one. So if you ate one package of the chips, you had 2 more leftovers. New school wouldn't know that. And yep, back in the milk days, they used to deliver the milk bottles right to your door. I remember opening the door and going to get the bottles of milk, but I remember when I was, 3, I guess, 2 or 3, yep. I remember opening the door to go get the milk, and yep, there was a car standing right in front of me. And my bedroom was right underneath where the front door was. Apparently some drunk driver was driving or whatnot, came smashing right into the front of the house. I didn't hear a damn thing, but I do remember opening the door to get the milk, and there's a bumper and the car staring right at me. Yep, things I remember. The new school wouldn't know about, like the bags of chips when you got the 3 white packages. Those was the good old days. Because when you got those little white packages of chips or whatnot, you didn't get a lot of air like you do nowadays. Oh yeah, you get a lot more air in your bags of chip than you do, 30 years ago, give or take? Yeah, if you know what I mean. Nowadays, the bags of chips you buy are full of air. When I was growing up, they weren't full of air. You got what you paid for. Love and peace.